And that's the problem with Le Mans in general, is if you get a little bit of damage, it kills your top speed. And at Le Mans, it just adds up every single lap. Flash Gaming, how you doing? Yeah, I took damage when I put it in the wall.
B28.
Yeah, Scooby, it's weird. I'm getting the green sectors, but it's not adding up to a fast time. It's kind of strange. I don't think there's a lot of cornering damage, Finn. I think it's down the straight at the moment. Mess of that. $10K difference.
Okay, Paul, you've
Not
got 10
surprised.
minutes of fuel remaining.
We'll come in soon anyway. Well, this is practice now, Cafe, but next week will be a 24-hour race. Can't remember if I enabled fast repairs or not. Yep, Raz, the fuel consumption is brutal. sloppy.
B29. Okay, Paul, we're running on fumes, mate. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
Still, it's relatively stable, even with hardly any fuel and fairly high track temps, so I'm happy about that. Sporty. Question is, would I have caught that without a direct drive wheel? Well, I touched the grass, didn't I? The car's stable, but if I drive it on the grass, you know. Yeah, it's a different league, Neil. Hey, Balkan, how you doing?
Left side. Clear left.
Ooh, that was close. That was really close. Yeah, there's the setup. Also, if you run the specs command, then you can go and have a look
Track
at all the
temperature's
bits.
increasing. It's now 39 Celsius.
You're just waking up. I suppose that's okay. I'm not fighting the force feedback. I think the front end's got some damage and it's kind of wiggling around a little bit because I have put it in a wall. We'll see when I come in for repairs. You got your first Pfizer software update yesterday. Nice. That's getting you ready for Windows 11. Yeah, drive stick. If you go to the run the wheel command, you got links so you can see how much they are.
Did I say I'm back, by the way?
No.
Well, I'm back.
Wait, what? Your streaming PC is wrecked? What's wrong with it?
Watch your speed. Box in 450
Develops
meters.
artifacts. So like a graphics issue then? It didn't overheat or something, did it? You got like graphical artifacts. What card have you got in though?
100 meters. 50 meters.
Three minutes 21 repairs. An RTX 3070. So it is quite new then. So that means it's under warranty then, surely. You tried a different deep. Oh, that's interesting. What power supply have you got in there? 750 watt. That should be enough, I guess. Yeah, the problem is, like, with a problem like that, you have to swap things out to find out what the problem isn't. Like, swap the memory out. Okay, I'm still getting artifacts. Swap the power supply. Okay, I'm still getting artifacts. But ultimately, it could be the motherboard, couldn't it? And then that's a real pain. Yeah, that's true. They've got all the parts. So what's that going to be like, a week out of action then? I mean, even when they figure the problem out, you've then got to get the problem fixed. So depending on what the part is, could take a while just to get some replacement parts. Try a different PCIe, yeah. I mean, did you try a different monitor and cable? Because sometimes it can be the cable or the pin connections or something. And indeed, sometimes it can even be the monitor. You did, in fairness. I'm sure you tried everything. It is just an elimination exercise. Yeah. To be honest, I didn't know you ran a streaming PC as well. I used to run a streaming PC, but I stopped doing it a couple of years ago. Oh wait, I thought you said a streaming PC.
The guy behind has just done a
okay.
352.7.
Yeah. I get you now. So that is your gaming rig, basically. Okay, rip. So you can't even play games. Oh, God. It's your only rig. Yep. Oh well, so that's a week off for you. No, he said he tried that. He tried drivers. He tried a monitor. He tried the monitor cable. Tried it in a different PCIe slot. Like, the thing the shop can do is they can take his graphics card out, put it in a known working machine, and go, okay, that graphics card's fine. It's not that. They can take the memory out, put some other memory in, and go, it's fine. It's not that. And eliminate the problem. It's going to be next week, Benjamin. Are you going to do the... Well, was you planning on doing Le Mans next weekend? Or is that now in jeopardy? What's the advantage of having two PCs, one gaming, one streaming? So, it used to, like, two benefits really drive Stig. Is the first benefit is if your gaming rig crashes, your stream stays running, which, you know, doesn't happen very often, so it's not particularly a benefit. The main benefit is that the streaming PC does all the encoding and recording if you're doing that, and your gaming machine can just game. The downside is the complexity of the setup, because you've got to get the audio and video from one system to another without any latency. And it's just a bit of a pain. As machines and CPUs have got more and more powerful, and you've got hardware encoders, it's become less necessary to run 2 machines. Hence why I dropped to 1. Ah, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Well, as soon as the baby grows up and can race, then, you know, you'll be doing the events. You can't even do like a 6-hour, or you just not do 12, 24. Straight away. Yeah, fair enough. Well. Yep, dad responsibilities. You can look forward to a few years' time when you get to kick them out. Trust me, they don't want to go. You got to push them out the door, seriously. It's too comfortable at home. You get your washing done, get your meals made, don't pay any bills. You know, there's not a lot of incentive to leave.
The guy behind has just done a
Malone races with a baby.
3:51.8.
What, like he holds a baby and races? Like, that's a skill, that is. Oh, well, there is that Diablo, yeah. Even so, it's, you have to incentivize them leaving in whatever way. You have to kind of hope that their desire to have their own space and live under their own rules overrides the comfort level that you're giving them. So what you kind of need to do is reduce the comfort bubble a bit so that this desire to have my own place takes over, and then they want to leave. But, you know, some kids just don't show any sign of leaving.
I mean, you say that, Paul, but I would love to leave my parents' house, but I just can't. Because it's impossible to buy a house.
No, I totally understand that. It's the prices of houses in the UK is insane. There are help to buy schemes, but and that's where it damaged the wheel.
I mean, I looked up I just noticed the stats of the town I live in, and I think over the last year the prices have increased by like 40k on average.
Yeah, it's just nuts. It's all the investors buying the property.
Well, I placed a bid on an apartment a few months back, and someone in, I think, Leiden or Den Haag bought it, and he's now renting it out for 1,200 euros a month.
Oh.
Like, he doesn't even live here, and he gets the apartment when someone like me who can actually use it doesn't.
Yeah, invading the privacy is an important point. Like, you can't let them feel too comfortable. If they mention locks on doors, say no. If you hear conversations, if you hear quiet conversations in the bedroom at midnight, open the door, just knock and go in. What are you doing? What are you doing, Dad? What? Nothing. Just checking up you're okay. Can I get any privacy around here? Nope.
Maybe that's why your daughter called you this morning, Paul. Just to check up on you.
Yeah. No, you can't let them be too comfy, otherwise they won't leave. Equally, they're your kids, right? So you can't be too hard. House pricing in the last 20 years increased tenfold. Yep. Yep. It's gone up like at least fivefold here in 25 years.
I genuinely just thought 20 years ago was 1990. Not 2000.
Take care, there's a car approaching. .3 PM in game.
Wonder how many people in this session have noticed that time is passing very quickly.
Isn't that a Madonna song as well? Time goes by, whatever.
Gonna hit 300k, so I don't think so.
I'll take your word for it, Check a Monkey. I don't listen to that type of music.
What type of music?
Madonna.
Oh, okay. Well, you can understand what she's saying for a start, so that immediately means you don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but the lyrics aren't important anyway.
Exactly.
Like, even when I listen to Metallica or whatever, I don't listen to the lyrics, so...
The singer always gets it wrong. It depends if they wrote the lyrics, I guess. Mess that up.
You'll need to slow down if you don't want a penalty.
Car's a lot heavier than it was earlier.
B35.
Traction control keeps kicking in, coming out of that chicane.
The guy ahead's last lap time is a 3:51.5.
On your right. You're in the middle. Clear right. Clear
And the
all
meat
round.
and the sandwich. What are they doing? 290k's I've got to.
Are you still driving the car you crashed?
No, I reset it. I ran it out of fuel, then came into the pits and then
Alright.
reset it. It was down on top speed.
Yeah, I thought you just said you could only do 290.
What should we do down that straight?
I was doing 290. Actually, that was on lower temperatures, so that might differ as well. But I was doing 296 approximately. Without draft.
Yeah, I had 2 LMPs dancing around with them.
Yeah, if they compromise your run out of Tête Rouge, then yeah, you will be down on top speed. Should I just hit 296 with ease?
Find the GT3 or the LMP more fun to drive. Well, this is a GTE. I like the LMP. I really do. It's a lot of fun to drive. Very sloppy through there. Yeah, Brylar, I think there's probably some physical changes I want to make to the DD. As in, I want to just probably adjust the driving angle slightly. But I need to do that. I need to do what I'm doing now, which is basically just drive around for a while and figure out what's not quite right.
B39. Yellow flag, caution.
How's a quick release system regarding switching to the yoke? Well, that's something I've not tried, because this is a different mounting at the moment. This has got 3 bolts going up into 3 nuts, whereas the last one used to go straight into the wheelbase. So this is going to be trickier to release. Because I've got to get a spanner on the nuts to hold it, and then just spin the bolt out. It's like an extra minute maybe.
On your left, clear left.
I think the Ferrari is one of the easiest GTs to drive. It's a very, very forgiving car. I kind of like driving the RSR, but on some tracks or some setups it can feel a bit tail happy. Hey Phil. And that's the wall. Thank you for 80 months, Phil. Big number.
The guy behind has just done a...
On your left. Clear left.
New wheels.
44.
Yeah, pretty happy with it.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Matt orders an interesting spotter voice. Is that the one that swears? No, empty box. Your grandma drives better than me. Your grandma is a very good driver. I mean, if your grandma can do faster than 351 lap time at Le Mans in GTE, then I would say your grandma is a great driver. I think she should.
Right.
She should definitely
Right.
sign up. Get your grandma in.
Car right. Clear right. Car right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
Mr. Wackaday, how you doing? Oh wow, it's messed my braking up. Yeah, doing okay.
Car right. Clear right.
Oh, can't. Coming out of that first chicane, Alex, I can't not have the traction control trying to kick in. You don't have to go through the start-finish line.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
As you come out of the chicane, you start climbing a little bit, and I can't. The traction control just keeps fighting me.
I think you can cut the left-hander a bit more, I think. So you've got a better angle for the right-hander.
I think I need to do that.
It's quite delicate though, because I've almost spun out a few times on that left-hander.
What can you change in the car settings? Quite a lot, actually. Yeah, they do. Dim and Tweak sells some racing gloves and shoes. They do indeed. They sell karting boots and all kinds of stuff. Braking too late. I think it's about 150 meters I need to brake. Dude, I wish they sold sim racing slippers. I really do. Like a hybrid between some racing footwear and a slipper. Like a comfortable sim racing thing that you can also wear in the house. Yeah, N9. It was a template I downloaded from the tool. Ooh, I tried to take a bit more out of that chicane, and it wasn't having any of that. Interesting. Welcome, Dr. Arcade. I just tried to take a bit more out of that very last chicane, and it just threw me sideways.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of struggling in the final chicane. I'm either really slow or really unstable. I can't find a proper flow through it yet.
Yeah, it's a Ferrari
Left side.
488
Your
GT.
curves are unstable, Ken.
Wow. Feels like I'm losing grip quite a bit. Tahu Harak, thank you for 14 months. Get a free boost. Wait, Connie, I haven't put any ATS videos out. Oh, the old ones, right.
Car left. Still there, clear left.
Can the curbs inflict damage on the car? Yes. They can damage the fairing and stuff. No, I didn't want to turn.
On your left, clear left.
I did not want to turn.
B46.
I have no idea what you're on about, Captain Flint.
Car left, clear left. Left side, clear left.
Come on, get off the grass.
On your left. Still there, clear left.
Ooh. That's a new one. That's a new one. Ride that curb and then lose the car. Yeah, Jens, they don't really tell you what they're working on, do they, in terms of scans and stuff? I don't know, firefighter. I mean, it's an open session, so anybody looking for a practice can jump in. I suspect most people are just wandering in. Seems to be a lot of cars in here. I got 81 months, Dave. 3 more months before it matches your name. And then you're going to have to change your name, Dave. To Dave M86. The session is closed. It shouldn't be. Unless it's reached the maximum number. Apparently the session's closed, which must mean it's hit 50 drivers.
I think, yeah. Well, I can see someone behind me who is in 50th.
It's probably just hit the limit and you have to wait for somebody to leave.
Although someone ahead of me is in 54th. How does that work?
Because if you come in, you get a number. If you leave, you keep the number.
No, he's not number 54. He is in 54th. Oh wait, yeah. Well, never mind. I'm being an idiot again.
Yellow flag.
Glenn, thank you for 74 months. Yeah, doing okay, mate. Thank you. Keep trying different things to see what works and what doesn't on that. Six hours of Monza. Oof. First ever Twitch baby, Yorkie. Thank you for 9 months. These two in front, I reckon they're going to take each other out at some point. Hey, New wheel's doing fine. Get used to it. I love the grip on it. You have to find the layout that I find helps me the most, I guess. Missed my break points. I literally just followed that guy into that crash. I was looking at where he was braking and he braked too late and I just literally did the same thing. And both of us just took a massive tumble. Oh my god.
Right side. Hold your line, clear right.
The carnage was real. Oh well, excuse for a pit practice. Steering feels a bit wonky. Unsurprisingly. Look at that, it just doesn't want to turn.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 32 Celsius. Look out for the pit speed limit. Box in 450 meters.
Well, the setup, Conio, is obviously a high-speed setup because Le Mans is quite a high-speed track, so in terms of downforce and stuff, you don't have much. But yeah, you notice it coming out the very last
meters.
the last bend coming out of the Porsche curves.
50 meters.
Just doesn't want to go left. 3.5 minutes. I can't see that. Where did I actually start braking? I should have been braking about here. I think I started braking like here somewhere. Kind of curious. I think with him, he just didn't brake properly. Why is the pit stop non-collision? Don't know. Always has been. It's always been that way. Perfect excuse to enjoy a cup of tea that Mrs. Squirrel has brought me. Why are you not out on the track, Alex?
Because I keep spinning. I just can't get to grips with the car.
Think it's a setup problem then?
No, because I had the same with the Porsche. It's just, I don't know.
Just GTEs or something? Or are you just used to the LMP?
It's partially me being used to the LMP, but I'm already reining it back a lot, and I'm still not comfortable. Like, I feel like I'm making a mistake, like almost spinning every other lap.
Yeah, that's not good. I mean, after my initial start, I think I'm probably spinning, I don't know, maybe 6 to 10 laps. Yeah, it's not a particularly high track temperature. I mean, anything in the upper 35s, 40s is high. It's not stupidly high. Well, I think he changed his brake bias. I put mine forward to 50.7 and he did the same, but...
It's not a braking issue. Like, it's corners like Indianapolis and the Ford chicanes. And going through the Monza and chicanes where I just seemingly have no grip half the time.
In all the Le Mans races you've done, you normally do an LMP?
The first Le Mans I did with the GTE, but back then, like, that was 2019. So the tire model was completely different back then. I did it last year's 24. I did an LMP1, and then the 6 hours we did in an LMP2, and every other Le Mans race I've done in an LMP as well. So pretty much what you said, yeah.
Engine audio on this keeps hitting the rev limiter. I don't know what's going on. That's really weird, isn't it? Is that an iRacing bug? I think this guy's gear setup is wrong. I'm pretty certain this guy needs to change his gearing. There's 6 gears out. There you go. It's going to break his engine. The C8 does go through gears quickly, but I think his gear 6 ratio is not right for the track. Unless it's a bug, yeah, I mean, it could just be a bug.
I don't think he can shift down at the speed or the RPM that he was doing anyway, so I think it is a bug. Because I saw him going back to 5th and 4th at some point. In the actual races, LMP1s and 2s, aren't there? Yep. Although it does depend on split, obviously.
Sneezy. C by Pete, is that? Thank you for subbing. Welcome. Wizok, is that the fixed one at Suzuka?
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 30 Celsius.
See, I'm comfortable in this car, except when I get to these chicanes. Particularly this one. destroying the underside. I don't really want one, Brylar, if I'm honest. Six PM in game now.
Gonna be dark soon.
I have to see if we're all feeling comfortable in GT.
Well, it might be a while before we know if Sean is comfortable at all. And not even just GTE, but with his pedals at all.
Yeah. Kind of needs to get them on Monday, doesn't he?
Preferably, yeah.
Yeah, Imp, he can reach his pedals. We're giving him a special boost, I see.
Poor Sean, he isn't even here to defend himself.
Lol.
Actually, that makes it better. We can talk all the trash we want.
Yeah, the screen... That screen's pretty cool. You can configure what is displayed here, and I've mapped this button to change to the different pages. So that's like the positions, lap times, difference. Then there's this one here, which is some kind of screen with the gear on it. My split times, the best split times I've done. And then that one. But you just configure it in the software. You can display whatever you want here. And then you can, I think this wheel are mapped to the, that one a map to brightness. Yeah, there you go. It's getting dimmer. And then at the top, you've got the LED bar, which you can configure to like go left to right or center out. And then when you're in the pits, you can have it do this. And then there's these lights here that you can configure. You know, like if there's a yellow flag, it'll flash yellow and things like that. Don't think I'm even using these two yet. It's like an ultra wide, but you can't afford one, Conio. You just gotta save up for things, mate. I mean, you just gotta buy things bit by bit. Just plan out what you want and then just get it bit by bit. No, I get that. I get that completely. You got your team and stints ready. Well, we've got the team. We can work out our stints easily. The problem at the moment is the car. One of our drivers doesn't have any pedals because they broke. And with the GTE, we're a little bit uncomfortable because we're kind of used to LMP. Wonder how they make button cable connections between wheel and wheelbase when it's rotating. It's this cable here. This expanding cable. So that when you turn the wheel, it just basically wraps around the shaft of the wheelbase. Was I going to get a standing desk? Would you recommend the knee one you have? You mean the new one? These? Do you know what's good about these, Imp? Two things that are better than my old one, right? The first thing is they have you can get, I think it's an extra 40 quid or something, a digital control for it that, you want to raise and lower it. It's got a digital display, so you know how you've got a literal number on it. So this position's like 75, and then you can memorize it into 3 different memory slots. So you can memorize like a position where when you're sitting down and you're working at your desk, and then like another position that is perfect for when you're standing up, which is really, really useful, like really useful. And the second thing is, like that one there, you can get them, you can customize the shape of them. You can get them cut to whatever you want. So I had like an indentation cut in mine for where I sit, so it gets me a bit closer to the monitor. So you can order just, rectangle. You can order it with like these wavy edges, or you can literally send them. And I have the CAD drawing. If you want to use what I got, I can give you the CAD drawing that I used, that cuts a piece out where you sit. But they're really good. They're really, really good. Yeah, really happy with it. Yeah, Ryan, if your AV goes out of sync when you're watching a stream, just refresh your page or your app. It happens sometimes. So the force feedback's gone because I've been... How do you get it back again? Do you have to do that? There you go. It times out, goes to sleep.
Disengage limiter, your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
Denzality, thank you for 8 months. Wiry Lad Gaming, thank you for 2. Cold tire hype. That track temperature's come down 6 Celsius in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, and it didn't even go that high at all, did it? Like even at like 2-3 p.m. in game.
Yeah, I would have thought it had hit 40, but it didn't.
Track temperature's falling. It's now 28 Celsius.
T-Rex, thank you, 31. From you can just run the wheel command. Well, they can go to the specs page, Rome, if they want to see everything else. But the thing is, if you paste all that in chat, it also appears in my screen, and it appears in the recording as well, like as a big block of text. Whereas
B48.
if you do it from Nutslammer, it gets filtered out. See what I mean? So it's kind of better if you can use Nutslammer. Locked brakes. Oh, come on. Yeah, we could just filter Rome. It's weird, I feel like I've got less grip now than I did at the start of the session when it was this temperature.
Don't know, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm you know, the wheel's set up now, Jonathan. More tweaking to do, obviously, but it's pretty much there. Feeling any more comfortable yet, Alex?
Nope. And I'm gonna head off soon anyway, so